1946 and more memories. More wonderful tunes. Sentimental Journey. Old Buttermilk Skies. Open the Door Richard, and many more. Speaking personally, though, this little gal was quite a favorite of mine, as well as being the title of one of my pictures. Sue, city, Sue. Sue, city, Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue. I'd swap my horse and dog for you. Sue, city, Sue. Sue, city, Sue. There ain't no gal as true as my sweet Sue, city, Sue. I drove a herd of cattle down from old Nebraska way. That's how I come to be in the state of Iowa. I met a gal in Iowa. Her eyes were big and blue. I asked her what her name was. She said Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue. I bought my horse and dog for you. Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. There ain't no gal as true as my sweet Sioux City Sue.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 1947.
Right you are there, Patrick, and when it came to music, 1947 was really a banner 12 months. For instance, remember Hair of Gold, Eyes of Blue, Lips Like Cherry Wine.
Boy, I'll say. And how about that there Tree in the Meadow and the anniversary song?
Yes, sir. Plus Bouquet of Roses, You Call Everybody Darling, Slow Boat to China.
Yeah, and not to mention them two famous boys, Chattanooga Shoeshine and Nature.
Yes, sir, Patrick. But from Boston to Bakersfield and from Duluth to Dallas, this tune ranks mighty high among the favorites of 1947.
Mighty pretty, Gene, mighty pretty.
Well, Charlie, thank you very much. Here we are right up to 1948.
Yes, sir. Seems like only yesterday.
Well, right you are. Remember those? Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Yes, sir, but for a real little bouncy ditty, you just couldn't beat this little song right here. East is east and west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where you keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, and rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me on this prairie, take me where the cement grows. Let's move down to some big town where they love a gal by the cut of her clothes, and you stand out in buttons and bows. I love you in buckskin, our skirts that you've homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't hold a gun. My bones denounce, the buckboard bounce, and the cactus hurts my toes. Let my mood break out from you, those silks and satins and linen that shows, and you're all mine in buttons and bows. There's me eastern trimming where women are women in high silk hose and Pictaboo clothes, French perfume that rocks the room, and you're all mine in buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Well, sir, guess that brings us right up to 1949, Patrick.
Now, that was really a year. Special for my type of song.
Oh? For instance?
Well, for instance, mule train, ha, ha, clippity-clopping over hill and plain. Seems as though they'll never stop. Clippity-clop, 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 clop.
Well, I guess that takes care of that. Yes, sir, it doesn't quite take care of 1949, though, Patrick. Remember Careless Hands, Jealous Heart, Peter Cottontail? And, oh, yeah, all of a sudden from out of the nowhere came this song that just never seemed to stop. In fact, it, too, was the title of another one of our pictures. The old cowpoke was riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw a-plowing through the ragged sky and up a cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yi, bands were still on fire and their hooks were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard and heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi. Her eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet. They've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear 'em cry. Yippee-yi-yi. On by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell a-riding on a range, then cowboy, change your way today, or with us you will ride, trying to catch that devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi. Thanks a lot there, folks.
Brother, Gene, will you look at all these wires that keep coming in here for your 12th anniversary? Here's one from Bob Crosby.
Oh.
One from Red Skelton.
Mm-hmm.
Another one from the Boy Scouts of America. One from Amos and Andy, Ed Sullivan, Vaughn Monroe, Arthur Godfrey, Robert Q. Lewis, Bing Crosby, and that's only the beginning.
Well, thank you very much, Johnny, and I appreciate every one of the telegrams we've received today. You see, I appreciate every one of them.
Well, good. What's next?
Well, 1950, Johnny. And a big year it was, too.
You can say that again. Remember the Tennessee Waltz?
I sure do, sonny boy. But there were some more other fine songs, too. For instance, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. And the thing, which reminds me of Buttram. Dear hearts and gentle people, the Third Man and dozens more, including... Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Well, Gene, I guess that brings us right up to the year that's just been completed, 1951.
Yes, indeed it does, Charlie. A year that had folks the country over singing right along with tunes like Sparrow in the Treetop, Beautiful Brown Eyes, On Top of Old Smoky, Truly Fair, Mr. and Mississippi. Not to mention this one. I tried, my dear, so hard to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just an evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Gene Autry, the same square.
Well, folks, that brings us right up to the present. I know there are a lot of wonderful songs among your favorites that we didn't have time to sing. But sometime real soon we'll try and get to them. Right now, though, I guess that's all the time that we have for now on this 12th anniversary. Somehow, I can't say so long without first giving a lot of credit to a swell bunch of people. You know, it takes a lot of teamwork to do almost any job there is. An automobile is only as good as the men who make it. An army only as efficient as the soldiers who fight to keep it that way. A beautiful diamond shines only as bright as the men who cut and polish it. And so it's the same way with me. You know, I couldn't begin to thank all of the wonderful people on Melody Ranch who've made these past 12 years for me the happiest 12 years of my life. There are far too many of them. All I can do is say thanks from the bottom of my heart. And until next week, then, at this same time and over these same stations, this is Gene Autry for Double Mint, asking you to keep thinking of us until we're back in the saddle again.